Before most people even open their eyes this morning, Cristiano Ronaldo has already spent more money than many of them will earn in an entire year. Not on something extravagant, just on existing, just on being him for a few quiet hours before the world wakes up. And that raises a question most people have wondered but never actually had answered. How much does it really cost to be Cristiano Ronaldo for 24 hours? Not his net worth, not his career earnings, the actual, real, itemized cost of one single day inside his life. By the end of this video, you'll have that number, and it's going to change the way you think about wealth entirely. This isn't a story about goals scored or trophies lifted. This is something far more revealing, because behind every headline about his fortune is a machine running quietly in the background 24 hours a day, and today, we're stepping inside it. It starts before dawn, inside a property most people will only ever see in photographs. Ronaldo's residence, whichever of his properties he happens to be occupying that night, whether it's his Madrid penthouse, his Turin villa, or his sprawling estate back home in Portugal, isn't just a house, it's a small operation. Staff on rotation, climate systems running around the clock, security monitoring every entry point while he sleeps. Just keeping that structure functioning through the night costs an estimated $4,000 before he's even conscious of the day beginning. And here's the part most people never consider. He didn't do a single thing to earn that cost. He was asleep. The empire around him doesn't pause just because he does. When he does wake up, he's not stepping into an empty house. A rotating team of household staff, chefs, housekeepers, personal assistants, has already been active for hours. His annual staffing costs are estimated to exceed $500,000, which breaks down to roughly $1,300 a day, just so that the people around him are ready the moment he needs anything at all. But staffing is just the beginning of a much bigger story. Because someone like Ronaldo isn't just wealthy, he's a target, and that changes everything about how his day is built. A private security detail trained to operate in shifts, monitor threats, and manage his movements in public costs high net worth individuals upward of $1 million a year. For a man recognized on nearly every continent on Earth, experts estimate his daily security spend alone reaches roughly $3,000, and that's on a quiet day with no travel involved. Most people never think about this expense. They see the mansion, the cars, the watches. They rarely think about the invisible layer of protection required just to keep all of it safe. And security isn't the only invisible cost hiding in plain sight. Before Ronaldo appears in public, even for something as simple as a training session, there's a grooming and image maintenance routine running behind the scenes. Personal stylists, skincare specialists, and image consultants are on retainer, costing an estimated $500 to $800 a day when you average their annual fees across the calendar. It sounds almost trivial next to a Bugatti or a private jet, but it's a reminder that even the smallest details of his public appearance are engineered, not accidental. Now here's where the story shifts from operational cost into something more personal. Breakfast for Ronaldo isn't really breakfast. It's a calculated input into an athletic machine that has somehow stayed at the top of world sport well into his late 30s. A team of nutritionists and private chefs prepares every meal to precise specifications, sourcing organic, performance-optimized ingredients that can run $200 to $300 a day. His personal chef alone commands a six-figure annual salary. But this isn't the most expensive part of his morning. Not even close. Because before most people have finished their first cup of coffee, Ronaldo is already inside a private recovery suite most professional athletes would envy. Cryotherapy chambers, hyperbaric oxygen tanks, physiotherapists on call around the clock. Recovery treatments like these routinely cost elite athletes between $500 and $1,500 a day. The price of keeping a body worth hundreds of millions in endorsements functioning at an elite level year after year. Up until now, we've only looked at what keeps Ronaldo operating. Sleep, staff, security, recovery, the cost of simply existing at this level. But that's nothing compared to what happens next. Because now, we get to the garage. Ronaldo's car collection is estimated to be worth more than $20 million, anchored by a Bugatti Centodieci valued at nearly $9 million, one of only 10 ever built. A Bugatti Chiron worth $3 million more. Rolls-Royces, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. Simply maintaining a collection like this Insurance, storage, detailing costs an estimated $300,000 a year, or roughly $800 a day, whether he drives a single one of them or not. And when he does drive, depreciation on a single outing in something as rare as the Centodieci can represent thousands of dollars in lost value from mileage alone. This is where the cost of his lifestyle takes a dramatic turn, because we haven't even talked about what's sitting on his wrist. Ronaldo's watch collection is dominated by Jacob & Co. pieces, several valued at over $1 million each. His most iconic piece, the Jacob & Co. Billionaire watch, is reportedly worth nearly $20 million on its own, one of the most expensive timepieces ever created. Add his jewelry and custom accessories, and the items on his body during a single ordinary day could exceed $25 million in value. Let that sink in. Before he's even left the house, the man is wearing a small fortune, and we're still not at the most dramatic part of his day. Because for most wealthy people, luxury ends with a mansion and a few supercars. For Cristiano Ronaldo, that's where it begins. Private aviation is where the scale of his world stops resembling anything ordinary. Ronaldo owns a Gulfstream G200 private jet, valued at approximately $20 million. Operating it isn't just about the purchase price. Fuel, crew, hangar fees, and maintenance run between $5,000 and $10,000 per flight hour. A single short flight during a 24-hour window, moving between properties or to a sponsorship event, can cost between $15,000 and $40,000, and that jet rarely flies empty. Bodyguards, assistants, sometimes his family, every additional passenger adds catering, ground transport, and coordination costs that push the real number even higher. What comes next changes everything about how you'll see the rest of his day. Because his family doesn't just live near this lifestyle, they live inside it. Georgina Rodriguez and his children move through private tutors, elite schooling estimated at tens of thousands of dollars annually per child, dedicated security, and travel arrangements that mirror his own. Maintaining this family ecosystem, separate from Ronaldo's personal costs, is estimated to add several $1,000s more to any given day. Wealth like this isn't a solo expense, it's a shared infrastructure. And that's where the numbers become almost unbelievable, because now we have to talk about the side of Ronaldo that isn't spending money at all. It's generating it. Ronaldo reportedly earns an estimated $175,000 to $200,000 a day from passive income alone. Royalties, sponsorships, dividends flowing in while he trains, eats, or sleeps. A single sponsored Instagram post can earn him upward of $3 million, more than most people will make across an entire decade of work. Which brings us to something Ronaldo rarely gets credit for: an estimated $100 million donated over his career to hospitals, disaster relief, and children's charities. Part of what he earns each day never touches a garage, a jet, or a watch case. It simply moves outward, quietly, into places that never make headlines. So now let's answer the question we actually came here to answer. Not what surrounds Ronaldo, what it costs to live like him for 24 hours. But here's the part that should actually stop you. On most of those days, Ronaldo doesn't lose money, he gains it. His passive income alone, roughly $175,000 to $200,000 a day, often outpaces every dollar spent keeping his lifestyle running. The mansion, the jet, the watches, none of it is the goal. It's simply what happens to accumulate around a man whose businesses never stop working, even when he does. That might be the most fascinating discovery of all. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.